looks like we're about ready to go. So let me check. Let me get on the radio.
Tough start there for the shearing tractor.
You can go home, or you can, hey, you know what? Don't go
Something broke
home.
there. He's
Get
done.
on your phones, get on your Facebook, call your friends, tell them to get their butts down here to Langford and witness history. The oldest tractor pull in the world. All right, fans, well, you know your job. You got to make some noise here for Andy Shearing. Give him a tough luck round of applause. Having some trouble with that tractor. Hopefully he can get that figured out. He can maybe come around the end of the class. Well, what do you think of that, fans? What a great run by Mike Tyhonis with Charlie's Angel. He had a distance of 320 and 56, 320. And there we have it. Great run. Mark Sindlinger. 296 and 88, 296 and 88. With Milkman's Mojo, 310 and 96, 310 and 96. Well, not today for Brady Shaw, but not a good solid run. 300.76, 300.76 for Against the Grain. By Corey Pirog with Getting Lucky, 304 and 53, 304 and 53. RJ is the third generation of 4 of the Geiger family here today at Langford. By It Must Be Nice, Geiger, 311.02. 311.02. So as I was saying, fans, RJ's grandfather, Ronnie Geiger, you'll see him here today. He's up there underneath the tent. Ronnie is a 60-plus year member of the Langford Fire Company. In third place will be Corey Pirog with Milkman's Mojo, 310 and 96. In second place will be RJ Geiger with a distance of 311 and 2 with Must Be Nice. And taking the win today, Mike Tyonis with Charlie's Angel, 320 and 50.
All right, I'm down here trackside with Mike Tyonis. All right, congratulations. Thank you for coming to Langford to win the Hot Farm class at our 80th anniversary pull. Got a word to say, Mike?
Awesome experience for our first time here. Thanks for having us. Great track. You mind if I thank some people? Thank you to my mom and dad for all their continued support, and my godparents, Rich and Dana, for coming out to support us. Our sponsors.
Hold that mic a little closer. We can't hear you, bud.
Sorry. River Salvage, our biggest sponsor, PLM Trucking, Caperi Home Improvement, Michelle Spa, Tyonis Construction, the guys at Shipley Tractor for keeping us going, and Brandon out at Hart's Diesel.
All right, congratulations. Thanks for coming out. We got another hook. Hopefully you can repeat.
Hope so. Thank you.
Fans, let's put our hands together for Mike Tyonis, the winner in our Hot Farm Super Farm.
Did Michael Tyonis win that? Did he really? Good for him.
That was our first tractor in our naturally aspirated mini class. Brian Hoffman from South Wales, New York, 311 and 66, 311 and 66. He'll be the top hook in the class. We'll see if he's going to take it. Wasn't so wonky after all. Good run. 317 and 49. We'll see if that... Butler from Mechanicsville, Maryland, with Never Satisfied 2.0 at a distance of 305 and 11. 305 and 11. Eden Dairy Queen is conveniently located at 8380 North Main Street, that's Route 62 in Eden. Delivery is available through DoorDash and Uber Eats. Maybe I should DoorDash. Yell real loud. I got it. let's put our hands together to Logan Kingston. He did a fantastic job holding on to Summer School. He was all over the track, but he was able to keep it in bound. With Sleeping Henry, good run, 314 and 15. Jeff Mills from Hadley, Jeff Mills from Hadley, Pennsylvania, 284 and 13, 284 and 13, 56 is the distance to beat. Brickman, 256, 257, and 16, 257, and 16 was still can't get right. Pete Darrington with a tractor. Look at the paint job on this tractor, fans. It is absolutely gorgeous. He calls this tractor Copperhead. That's going to put him in the number 2 spot. 319 and 10. 319 and 10 for Pete Darrington. Distance will be 303 and 39, 303 and 39. And one more tractor to go. Brian Hoffman. Brian used to be a race car driver as well. I used to watch him in the Charger division over at Holland Speedway for many years. He will be the last tractor in our class. Distance to beat will be 323 and 56. Aspirated minis. In the number 3 spot, Jeff Paulding with Wonky Donkey, 317 and 49. In the number 2 spot, the Copperhead, Pete Yarrington, 319 and 10. And taking the win today will be Rob Weiss with the long shot with 323 and 56. Rob, if you'd make your way down to the 300-foot end of the track, we will do the plaque presentation for you.
We're down here. Trackside winner of the big block mini modified class, Rob Wise. Rob, great run. Congratulations. Thank you for coming out to Langford to help us celebrate 80th anniversary.
Thanks for having us.
Congratulations. Hopefully we'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you.
Is going to be the Fair Express. This is Bob Wittenrader from Lake Ariel, Pennsylvania. Check out this truck. This thing is a beauty. He's ready to go. Bob Wittenrader with Fair Express. Well, he had to get out of that. He had to back off on it. He was getting too close to the left line. I don't know if he had something come apart on that truck. Okay, we got word from trackside. He is going to turn down that hook. He is the test hook in the class. With her dirty money. Let's give a round of applause for Steve Wilson with Dirty Money. way of making up into the top three. But ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise for Irv Clark and that great run with Taz Toy. His distance coming in at 311.56 feet. Let's make some noise for him, everyone. Boy, Irv launched that like a jackrabbit. He's a pulling. Great to see him here at his hometown pull. We're ready to go. Ray Fintack with Extreme Scheme. That did not sound good. He was losing power rapidly, and I don't know. I didn't like the sound of that, fans. I don't know. 263 and 19. All right, folks, he's got the green. This is Steve Wilson with Running Bear. There you have it, folks. Good run by Steve Wilson with Running Bear, coming in at 303.62 feet. Dan McDonald with Silent Thunder. Oh, that's a disappointing run. Tough break for Dan McDonald. That is not the run he wanted to have. That truck's normally a very good, strong runner. Just not his time today. Fans, let's put our hands together for Dan McDonald. Tough luck round of applause. 187 and 31. 187 and 31. He will be back tomorrow. Hopefully he can figure out what was causing that, but it just didn't have the power. He wasn't able to get the RPMs of that thing. Dan and his wife Jessie are probably two of the nicest pulling families you'd have out there. Great. turned off. He can hear you. Bob Wittenbrader with the Bear Express. All right, that is going to wrap it up for our two-wheel drive truck competition. In the number 3 spot, one of our local guys here, Dave Liskowski, with a distance of 3:18 and 36. 3:18 and 36. In second place, Dave Liskowski again with a DNL Truck Special, 3:19 and 58. And taking the win today, one of our early pullers, and she held on for the win, Crystal Wilson with her Dirty Money, 3:21 and 32. She'll take the win today. Crystal Wilson, if you can make your way down to the track.
Hey, we got a minute down here. Track.
All right, we got Bill Schmetz down there on the track. He's going to make the presentation to Crystal Wilson with her Dirty Money.
Yes, got Crystal Wilson, her Dirty Money. Congratulations, two-wheel drive truck winner here at the 80th in Langford. Appreciate you coming out. Got anything to say?
First, I'd like to thank the fans. If it ain't for you, we don't get to come here and pull. So thanks to everyone that comes here and supports us, and my husband for setting the truck up for me.
Wonderful. We hope to see you back tonight. Thank you.
All right, fans, let's make some noise for Crystal Wilson with her Dirty Money. So this tractor's a beautiful Cockshut 2250 running on alcohol. Sounds like John was having a little trouble getting the power to the ground there. I don't know if his clutch was slipping or not sure what was going on, but it wasn't the run I think he wants to have. I wouldn't be surprised to see him drop that hook, but we'll wait and see. All right, fans, we got word from trackside. John Hyatt is going to take that distance of 273 and 84. 273 and 84. Hey fans, the 50-50 drawing is going around. The two young ladies right up here in the announcer's booth now. We had some huge payouts last year. I don't remember how much, but it was a lot. Well, no, I'll get one too. So I'm going to get in it. Got to be in it to win it. Here he goes, Henry Everman with Forced Decision. Was not good. Well, they said there's no parts and no liquid on the ground. So noise. Here he goes. Jimmy Meter with Green Demon. I'm going to tell you what, fans. Now, normally the Green Demon is not up in the first or second place finishes, okay? But what the Green Demon has about it is consistency. Jimmy and Caitlin are out there at every single pull. And here he goes, Dave Everman with Overrule. fantastic run going there. And it sounds like it just pooped out near the end, but I don't see any major fires. That's a good thing. 298 and 11, 298 and 11 for Dave Everman. Fireball come out the side of that tractor, and man, was it something. It was, yep, and they have it. Mad Pulling Picks, they've got a great photo of that. All right, get it behind the Hooters fans. Hooters Scooter, Mark Hootman. Short of Henry Everman, 303.05, 303.05 for Mark Hoopman with Hooter Scooter. For Craig Smith and Whiskey's 5. What did I tell you, folks?
That's a big body. I want it. Yeah, and I tried to make one. See it? He's like, I want to put another run on the tractor before Bowling Green, but I can't. So he might come to the Cannon Diagonal. Yeah, no, it's cool. My lights for all the
That's because you're talking over me, Ed. Down here at trackside, Craig, amazing run. Thanks for coming out to Langford. I understand it's been 25 years since you pulled here.
It's been a long time since we've been here. We're happy to be back. We appreciate everyone here. They put this on. It's not easy. It's a lot of work you guys all put into it. Thanks for all the fans who come out here. You guys are great, and this ball's great.
Thank you very much for coming out. Get it?
They're going to rework the track, but I want you to make sure you see what we've got to do during intermission. So if you're going to get something to eat, make it quick, grab it. You want is going to be John Heater from Arcade with a Dodge that he calls Black Sheep. This is Dylan Weber from Arcade, New York with Sweet Cherries. Reset the sled, so this will be our test hook. Andrew Babiars. All right, fans, that's good. We made some noise for Andrew Babiars with the Prospector, 335.35, 335.35. We're actually going to announce in 1 minute. First of all, we're going to have Brendan Shaw with the Seducer in his 1995 Dodge pickup. All right, folks, as mentioned, we have our 50-50 drawing ready. So get your tickets out. I'm going to be calling it here in a couple seconds. They're going to be the purple tickets. That he simply calls white. I wonder why. Maybe because it's white. And there we go. We just run a diesel truck down the track. His distance will be 287 and 62. Solid run by Derek Siddle, Mr. Skinny Jeans himself. 286 and 20. Nice sounding truck. For all you Duramax fans out there, 279 and 20. 279 and 20 will be his distance. I didn't hear you. This is Cody Goodermoke with Hood Rat. Make some noise, Langford. That is our longest pull of the night. 343 and 52. 343 and 52 for Cody Goodermoke. Did I say something about monster pull? Well, if that wasn't a monster pull, I don't know what was. Shane Dunbar, good run with Afternoon Delight, 326 and 90, 326 and 90. Well, tough break for John Heater. Definitely having some trouble with that truck. 165 and 57.1. Dylan Weber with Sweet Cherries. Solid run by Dylan Weber, 283 and 56. 283 and 56. All right, folks, let's give a round of applause to Timothy Benson the Beast with a grand total of 210.48 feet.
Down here on the track side, West Class, the winner of the Unlimited Street Diesel 4x4 truck. This is an honor. Last year I presented the winning trophy to Wes, and we carried his truck off the track in a bushel basket. So Wes, much better result today.
Thank you. I don't know what to say. Very good track. Was a long 11-month rebuild to get it going, and struggled the first few hooks this year. Kind of went back to the drawing board this week, and all worked out well today.
All right, great. Thanks for joining us. Here's your trophy. Thank you.
Y'all want to get in there?
Come over here.
Fans, let's put our hands together for Wes Class. He was our winner in our Unlimited Street Diesel Truck class. We have our results for the Unlimited Diesel Street class. Coming in third place, we have Andrew Babiars with the Prospector with a grand total of 335.35 feet.
At this time, I'd like to introduce some of our super senior members who helped get this thing going in the early years. And first one, Don Fox. He'll be coming through on a tractor here in a little bit.
Fans, I want you to make some noise. This is Ron Geiger hooking up to that stone boat. And Ron's family, 4 generations of pulling here at Langford. Fans, you might want to take a look on top of that stone boat. You might notice some Genesee beer boxes up there, the old Genesee beer boxes. There might have been a little bit of beer involved in them pulls back in the day, right, Squirrel?
Definitely. That's the power.
And you see what's going on. This is what they did. As that tractor went by, these guys would come from their chairs and get on and add more weight to the sled.
How come they got the big guys at the end, Ed?
That's right, we put the light ones on. Chris Katz is getting on there now. Steve Meyer, going to put a little lightweights on there. Light super stocks, as we shall call them.
Give Roddy a big hand.
What do you, fans? I want to hear a loud round of applause. This is what Langford is all about.
Road in Martin's Corners, about 7-8 miles to the southeast of here. And that's how they got going. And there was always when a different color tractor pulled up to hook on
here, Jeff Schmitz with a 1947 Farmall H. Langford, let's make some noise. Let's cheer him on. Bill Gable has been pulling here for over 60 years. So fans, let's make some noise for Billy Gable. He pulled here in 1946. All right, folks, please pay attention and listen up. We have a white Chevy Equinox. License plate number, K as in Kevin, A as in Adam, P as in Paul, 4400. It is blocking somebody in. You need to move it now before we stick killer dozer on it. That is license plate KAP 4400. It is a white Chevy Equinox. Great job, Bill. Yeah, Buck's real proud of that tractor. Good friend of his, Fred Irie's on that tractor, so Buck's got her all polished up real nice, and he's enjoying that, pulling that sled back. It's Bob Hoffman's 50th birthday. So happy birthday to Bob Hoffman, and he's driving a 1954 IH Super MTA. The first year he pulled, I think it says 1954 or 59, I'm not sure, I can't tell. They restored this tractor in 1996, and 3 generations of family are still pulling. That would be Bob's grandfather. Bob's got his fancy International Harvester shirt on, and back in the pits I said, you got a pair of underwear to match that? He said, I ain't got any on. So he's in his birthday suit today, 50 years old. That's where that torque assist took right off. They're going to continue to work up the track for the next class then. So, just like to thank everybody for coming and making this thing a success. I think Buck's are getting a little warm. Yeah, it looks like Buck's getting a little steam back there. Our friends here in the community. Okay, we got a John Deere coming up the track this here. Bubba Fox here with a 1942 John Deere B. I don't have any more information on that. But a beautiful John Deere B, that's Bubba Fox. And next up, got an Alice Chalmers B, it looks like it. Yep, we got an Alice, it says it's Don Fox. But it's Don's great-grandson, Cash. Yep, Don's following the Kubota there. Keeping an eye on the youngster. Oh yeah, Don's following behind. 1946 Alice Chalmers B. Tractor was restored in 2018. Edmund Fox bought that new when Donnie was 6 years old, and it's been in the family since. So that's just been a couple years, right, Donnie? Just a couple of years. And it's driven by Don's great-grandson, Cash Fox. So fans, Donnie's one of them guys that was here since 1946. Let's make some noise for Donnie Fox.
You notice that Kubota orange almost looks like the Ellis Chalmers orange.
Next up, we've got a 1959. That's Don Fox Jr. 1959 Ford 801. They restored it in 2022. It was the first loader, and it was the foundation of Fox Construction. So that was their first loader tractor that they ever had out there for Fox Construction.
Correction, that's Dave Fox.
Oh, that's Dave, okay. Sorry, Dave.
We got a Massey Harris coming up here.
Yeah, let me see. I kept a little out of order here, no problem. This was Marty Spengler's tractor, or it's in memory of Marty Spengler, 1947 Massey Harris, 55. And this is Dan and Danny Petrie running that. Dan and Stacy Petrie. Very dedicated Langford Fire Company, contributed a lot to this event. Massey Harris has been around Langford for many years. And a happy birthday to Barrett Petrie, Marty's great-grandson, turning 9 years old today.
Also, Marty worked the track. Marty was doing the measuring and for many, many years. Stan Beaver coming through on
Next up, yes, sir, we got Stanley Beaver, a voice here in Langford for many, many years, driving a 1949 Oliver 66. This is the first place winner in the 3,000-pound class at the Cattaraugus County Fair today. And Stan said he was very adamant about this. He wanted everybody to know this was in memory of his great friend Eddie Gable. So Stan Beaver, good to see you out here today. Stan, my friend. Next up, we've got a 1949 Massey Harris, model 44-6. Jake Armbruster's driving this tractor, a beautiful Massey Harris. Looks like he's got some good helpers on there with him.
There's 4 levers on that tractor. Everybody gets to run one.
Okay, let's see here. I think we got a little out of order here. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is a Farmall Super MTA. This might be in memory of Charlie Richmond. Correct me if I'm wrong.
It says Gernot.
What number we got there?
Duffer Gernot.
What number are we on? What number?
I don't have the numbers.
Well, that's Duffer Gernot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we got a Ellis Chalmers WD-45. Rolling Meadows. That's
okay.
Billy Gable.
That is driven by Peyton Gable, 1954 Ellis Chalmers, in memory of Tom Gable. Next up, we've got a Logan Cone with an Oliver 770, 1964. They pulled a Langford, three generations of puller. Next up, I remember this tractor, the Dynamo Hum. It was Gary Hartloff with an International Farmall, pulled in 1971 the first time. It was restored in 2017. They pulled for 16 years. Jerry and myself built that tractor. Brothers Bob and Jerry and Gary Hartloff built it in 1971. First pull at Hanover Fire Company, and then they pulled at Langford. It was a timed event. I remember watching that tractor as a kid, Dynamo Hum. Next up, we've got a Farmall, what do we got here?
The Redding family.
Yeah, the Redding family. When these sheets are a little out of order, I think, here. Yep, I'm not sure who's running that John Deere 50. Oh yeah, here we go. David Eagle. That's not Dave running that tractor, I tell you right now. 1964 John Deere 5010. And then on the next one, we got Randy Geiger. Part of that, the Geiger family. Four generations of pullers. They restored that in 2015. John Deere 5020, it's a 1967. Hey, it was a good year. I was born that year.
There's David Eagle on the 5020 John Deere.
Yep. On a 5020 John Deere. There's a 1968. They took second place years ago in 2001. And it has a Cummins repower in it. Tim Whitmire's the next one there in line. Timmy Whitmire, and he texted me a minute ago, and I'm probably not going to be able to get it up, but I think he said he got like 15,000 hours on that tractor, and he's still running it. His dad, Clayton, was a good man. I know it's got 20,000 hours on it. Pulled Big Red throughout the 70s and 80s, and Tim started pulling in 91, pulled through 2002. So Tim Whitmire, good to see you out there. Next up, Dave Kerr. With an Oliver 2255. First pulled that, it doesn't say when they pulled that, but it's still used on the farm daily. It's a 1972 Oliver 55. After that, the John Deere 6030, it says Randy Geiger. That's not Randy on there. Is that RJ? I couldn't see who it was. That was restored in 2015. They pulled for 20 years at Langford. They just said special comments, big thanks to Langford. That, maybe Dave Kerr behind there with that Oliver 2255. And it's a John Deere G. I don't know, my sheets are just in a total disarray here, so I'm not sure who we got there in the last tractor, but a beautiful old popcorn popper, and I kept hearing it out here sound like they're taking shots at us, so.
Okay, thank you very much, and that's how it was done many, many years ago, so welcome to the 80th. You got it, Ed.
Okay, thanks again, Squirrel. Fans, let's put our hands together to all of our, or not our competitors, but our exhibitors bringing these beautiful old tractors out there, showing us.
No, it was like 8:30, and then now it's got pushed back to 9:30, so I got nothing on the radar.
Rain likely in 43 minutes.
I got maybe 8 o'clock. That's far enough.
I mean, am I wrong? Like, sucks. I'm gonna be a bad rain.
Our first truck up, it's called One Bad Habit. Brandon Chafee from Carthage, New York, with an 02 Dodge 3500 in our 2.6 truck class. Good run by Brandon Chafee. 309 and 22. 309 and 22. Well, there you have it, folks. We have a new leader already. That was Sean Hurria from Terryville, Connecticut, driving his Dodge named Top Priority Reloaded, coming at a total of 313.40 feet. Let's make some noise, folks. We have a new leader. Hello? Oh, sorry about that. Where's our Duramax out there? This is Luke Souder with Mighty Max. Let's hear it from our Duramax fans out there, everyone. That was Luke Souder with his 2006 GMC named Mighty Max, coming at a total of 305.23 feet. Kelvin Nelson with his beautiful 1975 Ford, nicknamed Parts Truck. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like sometimes maybe even the old trucks can keep up with the new ones because we have a new leader. Let's hear it for Kelvin Nelson in Parts Truck. What a great pull by Jamin Schmucker from Warsaw, New York. Let's hear it for Jamin, everyone. Coming in at 277.81 feet. .79 feet. Folks, I believe we have a new leader. Let's give a round of applause to Matt Steele with Working On. 323.44 feet, 18.16 feet. Coming in third place, we have Kevin Nelson and Parts Truck. Coming in second place with 319.38 feet, we have Matt Steele and Working On. Now, for this last one, You guys got to make a lot of extra noise only because this was her first ever win in the truck pulling series. Let's give it up for Renee Dean and Harvest Wrecker coming in with 323 feet, .44. Congratulations, Renee, on your first ever win at a tractor pull. We hope it's the first of many.
I'm down here trackside with the winner of our 2.6 diesel truck class, Renee Dean, with her first victory in the full pull production series, and it happened here at Langford. So, Renee, you got any words?
I just love the track up here. This is my third year up here, but pulling for two, and I have to thank my boyfriend Matt. That deal had taken the prize the last 2 years, so in a way he took it again this year because he's the man behind my truck. And I'm learning to drive a little better, so that helps, but thanks to Matt.
Congratulations. Great to have you here. Thanks for making the trip up from Pennsylvania.
Town Chevrolet would like to welcome you to our dealership in North Collins, where we're confident you'll find the vehicles you're looking for at a price you can afford. Come and check out our full selection of new Chevrolet vehicles, or get a great deal on a reliable pre-owned model when you're looking for quality auto maintenance and auto repair. Coming in at 218.45 feet. Full production swag tent down there. They've got a very limited supply of the 80th anniversary shirts for sale. So go on down there right at the 300-foot end of the track, the full productions tent. Just an absolutely excellent run by Kyle Gable right here, folks, with his beautiful Alice 180 coming in at 307.12 feet. Let's hear it for Kyle Gable, everyone. What he's doing, and Jason is an absolute perfectionist. If you check out this tractor, if you find a fuel line or anything that's crooked, you let me know, because it ain't going to happen. Now here he goes, Jason Holman with the Ford 7910. The results are in, folks, coming in at 304.44 feet. Let's hear it for Jason Hillman, everyone. great run by Pete Garrington and his beautiful tractor, coming in at 295.28 feet. He's got the green light. Let's hear for Weston Blighty and Misused. Looks like his front end may have been a little light on this run because his tractor definitely took him for a ride. But he did come in with a nice 269.05 feet. So let's hear it for Weston Blighty and Misused. By Farron Redding Jr. 281 and 45, 281 and 45 delivery. And yeah, I have one of those shirts. So, all right, here we go. This is Justin Holman with Justin's Toy. Well, that was not what he wanted. And this young man here, Justin Holman, he's been pulling for many years already, and he's just a young man, and they are looking, we need a tow tractor, of course, unfortunately. All right, Justin Holman got the chain tight with the green lights on. Justin's Toy. I mean, I know you're an old man and it's past your bedtime, but at least at Langford we could stay up a little late. That's right, we always did. Very good run by Terrence Cope with the Power Hound. 290.05, 290.05. By Pete Kingston, 291 and 40, 291 and 40 will be his distance. Pete is pulling very long time. Just when we were saying that Kyle Gable was hard to beat, he went and beat himself. We got ourselves a new leader.
You done with it or not yet?
He didn't quite beat Kyle Gable. However, that was still a very good run. He did come in 5th place, but with an impressive 301.70 feet. Let's hear it for Justin Holman and Justin's Toy. All right, folks, here's our final results for our Light Limited Supers. Coming in 3rd place at 304.94 feet, we have Austin Cahoon and his Oliver 88 proof. Coming in 2nd place at 307.12 feet, Kyle Gable and his Alice 180. Coming in 1st place at 313.35 feet, we have Kyle Gable and his Ford 9600. Let's give him a big round of applause, folks.
With Kyle Gable, the winner of the Limited Light Superstock. Kyle had an amazing pass, and he put a whooping on Kyle Gable to get 1st place with the blue tractor. Kyle, congratulations. Would you like to say anything?
I'd like to thank my family and crew. A special thanks out to Jason Holman. If it wasn't for him, I couldn't do this. Thanks again, Jason.
All right, congratulations, Kyle. 1-2 finish. Let's get a photo.
Hey fans, let's put our hands together for Kyle Gable. He was the winner in our Light Limited Superstock class. And Dave rebuilt this motor this past winter, and this tractor is a runner now. So I'm so glad to see Dave Witkowski out here tonight. Well, where's our Smokin' Joe fans? Come on, make some noise now. Here he goes. Dave Witkowski with Smokin' Joe. And you know, I made a mistake, folks. Dave's son, Tyler, is running it. All right, folks, he's got the green. Let's hear it for Josh Martin and Big Green. Okay, that will wrap.
Yes, winner, a little bit of a tough break for Tyler Witkowski. Suffered a little bit of damage, but as a solace, we got a trophy for you. Tyler, congratulations. Hopefully we're back for another day. Dave, come on.
Josh Martin, he had a breakdown there, just couldn't get her going. And that will wrap it up for our dual fuel class. So, his first win is a fans, I want you to make some noise for Donnie. Kelly Gilton and his hitch about the 250-foot mark, and he went slingshotting down the track, and his back end came right up in the air, and he rode on his nose down almost to the fence. So let's hope he doesn't repeat that, but I gotta say it was quite a spectacle. And Will Witt had that on video, and I've seen that many times. So Kelly Gilton was bullheaded.
Well, how about that, folks? Kelly Gritman was bullheaded, coming in at a whopping 391.66 feet. Let's hear it for Kelly, everyone.
We're going to reset the sled in the Run What You Brung class, but they want to give Kelly Gilton a chance. Get ready to go. He's got the green light. Let's make some noise for Irv Clark and Wildside.
Golly.
Site, or get in your car and take a ride to Langford anyways, because you might be surprised. Folks, he's got the green light and the flaggers are waving green. Let's give it up for Taz Toy. Well, I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen, but he was running like a bat out of hell Irv Clark with Taz Toy coming in at 328.02 feet. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new leader. And Dan McDonald just having some trouble with Silent Thunder today. He has a distance of 187 and 88. Distance of 335.17 feet. We have Steve Wilson with Dirty Money. Coming in second place with a decent distance of 339.2, we have Dave Leskowski with Never Say Never. But unfortunately, neither Dave or Steve could keep up with the competition, because our two-time winner as of this frame, Crystal Wilson with her Dirty Money, comes out on top of the class with 343.04 feet. Let's give Crystal a round of applause, everyone. Bill, go ahead.
Yeah, Crystal, amazing run for the second time today. And I believe last year you did pretty well here too, correct?
Yes, sir, I did really good. I would like to thank the Langford Volunteer Fire Department. This pool is awesome. We're a long way from home. We come out every year. Thank my husband for setting up the truck and getting me down there, and thanks to the fans for coming, so we get to come back every year.
And 8 hours away. Let's give Crystal a great round of applause.
Come on, fans, let's give her a Langford round of applause. Two-time winner today, Crystal Wilson, with her Dirty Money. special happy birthday to Vienna. It's her 13th birthday. She's officially hit the teenage years. Happy birthday, and she said she wanted to come to the tractor pull for her birthday dinner. So, happy birthday, Vienna.
Yeah, we're going back to Rome.
They changed it up. We're doing Run What You Brung now. This is going to be Mike Hearn with Bad Attitude 2. Very rough run for Mike Hearn. He did not want to back out of it, but he was getting such a bad bounce it was just going to start tearing things apart in that drivetrain. So he had to back out of it. His distance will be 250 and 91. 250 and 91. Matt Holbrook with Double Crossed. Okay, Matt Holbrook with his second and final attempt with Double Crossed.
Oh, that's brand new this year. I've got parts on it. Huh? No, it's not got parts on it.
There's just something going on with the truck, so just not a good night for him. We thank him for coming here to Langford.
I'll remind you.
Is it a 2-day book?
It's a 1-day book.
Next up, coming to us from Mills, Pennsylvania.
Take care.
Sweet.
Driving an 02 Dodge 3500. This is Calvin Miller with Run in the Red.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it.
Calvin Miller with Running in the Red. Great run. 3:32.05. Called Jaded. Comes to us from Shippensville, Pennsylvania. after we reset the sled, he dropped. So this is his rehook, Mike Hearn, with Bad Attitude 2. By Mike Hearn, 323 and 80. 323 and 80. That will put him in the number 4 spot. Train wreck went a whopping 338 and 53. 338 and 53. Good clean run by Bill Shaw. Let's give him a round of applause, folks. He got 296.09 feet. I'd like to say thank you to our sponsor for our limited Pro Stock Tractors class, brought to us by Eden Dairy Queen. Stop by the Eden Dairy Queen to enjoy your favorite DQ treats such as blizzards, shakes, and sundaes along
down here trackside with our white Pro Stock winner, Chad Ellison. Chad, great run. Thanks for coming out to Langford. Appreciate you being here.
Yeah. Definitely like the Langford Fire Department for having us out here. We've been coming here for a couple years. This is one of our favorite places to come. Thankful Pull and Richard loving his team for another awesome pull. Once again, thanks for all the fans coming out, and we look to see you next year.
Thank you, Jan.
That was the end of our Light Pro Limited Pro class. We rolled right into our 4.1 class. Green, let's hear it for Farm Boys Obsession. bumpy ride, but he did have a nice pull coming in at 296.84 feet. Let's hear it for Ron Dennison. There it is, folks, going for another bumpier ride, but a good pull nonetheless. RJ Dennison and Red Dog coming in at 283.78 feet. Let's give them a round of applause. Good to see Frank Castro out here. Just a nice guy of tractor pulling. Frank Castro, distance 278.78. Come on, all our Run Dog fans. Let's put our hands together for Frank Castro.
Pro Stock winner, Brad Fisher. Brad, awesome run. You said if we had the class, you'd come, so awesome job.
Yeah, thanks, Bill. Thanks for having us back. We haven't been here in 8 or 9 years. This is a fantastic pull. Tractor's brand new. It's about a week old, so we're very pleased with that run.
Well, thank you, and congratulations on your win today.
Fans, let's put our hands together for Brad Fisher with Back in Black.
That was a big year. Oh, yeah. Back in the day. It's hard to believe
All right, folks, let's hear it for Craig Gable from North Collins, New York, driving his 2004 Chevy Silverado that he's named Gray.
Get us back.
Alrighty, starting off the class, pulling in 289.33 feet. We just need to wait to hear back from the sled to see if he'll keep that pull or if he's going to drop it. Alright, folks, it looks like we're going to get things underway for the street diesel class. So let's hear it for Craig Gable. I don't think he's in four-wheel drive. Hey, we give him credit for coming out here and trying. And let's put our hands together for Shane Kerr, 106 and 71. 106 and 71. Deepest apologies, folks. I had my papers in the wrong spot. Not a problem. That was actually Brad Schreiber from Eden, New York, driving a beautiful 2004 Chevy 2500. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a big fan of the cat eye Chevys. Man, talk about a smooth ride from Cannon Harbor. Let's give him a round of applause, coming in at 255.95 feet.
Do you know what the flag means? Tyler?
They just got word from Bill Schmidt. Due to the fact that the show is running late in the evening, which is not unusual in Langford.
You better put your umbrella up.
I get it.
How about that, folks? Sam Sheeran coming in with a respectful 281.58 feet. Let's give him a round of applause.
Oh yeah.
Well, probably not quite the ride that Garrett wanted to have tonight, but nonetheless, he still pulled in a respectable 277.99 feet. Let's give him a round of applause, folks.
Yeah, you guys forget some of the stuff they're ripping out cover this when we're done. We're covering the track when we're done.
How about that, folks? Hunter had a nice smooth ride and he pulled himself into the lead with a respectable 292.66 feet. Let's give him a round of applause.
Kind of got a bunch of people waiting. It's supposed to rain all night. Yeah, we're just going to go up the I think I do the other end first. We can bring it this way. We got a lot of battery. We're going to want to roll that battery from my
Well, it looks like Jay didn't quite get the pull that he was hoping for, but he still pulled in a respectful 250.41 feet.
It's a stock height head. We had to go to shorter records.
right, folks, it wasn't that long. It looks like we have a new leader already. Keith Gable coming in with 293.92 feet.
And then they're going to figure out what they're doing next year.
Attention to the pits, King of the Hill drivers, please make your way to the lineup now. Again,
I don't know what happened.
I'll let you know.
All right.
I don't know about you guys, but that was one heck of a pull by Elizabeth Goodremote. Coming in at 313.35 feet, we have a new leader! That was Derek Overhoff, the distance of 303.12. 303.12. First hook, and he scratched because he did not have the proper hitch. So now he's coming back. Distance for Noah Lavelle, 260 and 17, 260 and 17. Gable, good run, 291 and 78. 291 and 78. George Goodermoke, 330 and 6.
This has been my position for like 5 months. The chairman for well, it's fine if you take the mask when it goes off the side and breaks. And you come out and have that hose.
All right, first up's going to be Dylan Gable with our King of the Hill with a 1466.
Never enough.
This is for Dylan Gable, 240 and 49. 240 and 49.
I put it back in FE mode. So I was tired of the trucks.
It's like almost cheap gas. Put it there, you run it 10 miles an hour, more than 50 miles an hour.
Is there a limit on this?
No.
Aaron Redding, 244 and 10. 244 and 10. And there is a correction in our street diesel class. Elizabeth Goodermoke was the winner. Her number was written in there, and I just didn't see it. I had it all written down, but...
How'd that shower feel?
So it's going to be Trent Geiger from Boston, a 4th generation puller in the Geiger family. Starting out with his grandpa, Ronnie, up in the tent. His dad, his great grandpa Ronnie, his grandpa Randy, his dad RJ, and now Trent's running.
He's like, oh, let's go to the bathroom and try it in the bathroom. His video, we both looked at it like, woo! So it's in the next
His distance will be 320 and 97. 320 and 97.
built it and he said, fuck it, we've never run out of water. Never. Everyone else had a drought and you're freaking water your lawn. He's like, I don't care, I got free water.
Sean Telak with a distance of 227 and 37. distance will be 276 and 41. 276, 41 for Randy Geiger.
Oh no, he was sitting on one of the spools down here by the gate.
That was Tyler Hammond with a distance of 203 and 83.
He has all his koozies in, and then we have...
Look, when you pull it out, they all straight
Yeah.
off the back.
And then at the bottom is our big bowl that we use to shake chicken wings. And I'm like, what are all these bushes down here? I'm like, oh, they fell out. Yeah, we have those sessions.
That young man is a good driver. Good job, Matthew. 263 and 14.
I think you've had a Carhartt sweater. I don't think you've ever had a Carhartt
Dropping her.
No.
Okay, distance for Bobby Hoffman, 301 and 35. 301 and 35. I think he forgot to put it in four-wheel drive, so he got down about the 250-foot mark.
So we got a meet here at 8 o'clock and figure out what the hell we're doing because we sold all our food today. All of it for the whole week.
That's good because if
Well, I mean, we have chicken off, but there's a few things of French fries, no hot dogs, no burgers, no sausage. It's really good.
if the unpredictable happens tomorrow, you're good.
Okay, distance for Nate Turnbull, 262 and 89, 262 and 89. distance of 250 and 11, 250 and 11. Gable at a distance of 270 and 81, 270 and 81.
How many more?
2.
Oh, I can handle 2.
Well, folks, Larry Bowman, just a big thanks to Bowman Farms for their generous donation of all the sweet corn and the salt potatoes. Just 2 delicious items from our friends from Bowman's Farms over in North Collins.
My hook was respectable for what the trans is.
And that broke,
I didn't break the drum. This was Kurt Beller. His distance 242 and 83.
Yeah.
Dylan Gable's distance, 238.03, so he lost about a foot and a half.
This event is made possible by these sponsors.